Greetings, students, families, and staff. I'm Gil Alvarez, Assistant Superintendent of the Secondary Schools for the Wichita Public Schools. I am proud to welcome you to this virtual celebration of our district's fall semester 99% award honorees. Our Board of Education created this award in 2002 to recognize middle school and high school students who put forth their very best effort every day. To tell you more about this award, it is my pleasure to introduce you to the President of the Wichita Public Schools Board of Education, Cheryl Logan.
On behalf of my fellow board members, I want to say congratulations. Congratulations to the 99% award winners, to their family and friends. I'm often asked, what are the 99% awards? So I'd like to give you a very short history. 18 years ago, members of the Board of Education felt like the news media focused their attention on students who were making bad choices. There weren't many stories about students who were excelling academically, or earning awards of excellence, or participating in fine arts or sports. Nor did we hear about students who were out in our community, volunteering and making it better. The board knew that the vast majority of our students, 99%, were doing the right thing. They were going to class. They were doing their homework. They were role models for their peers. So the board established the 99% award to honor students to exemplify those characteristics. It is with great pride that our current board continues this tradition of recognizing one outstanding secondary student each semester with the 99% award. Students, we know you have faced some unique challenges this year. You have learned how to use new technologies. You have adapted to learning remotely. You've become more self-directed and responsible for your own learning. You have skills now that you didn't have before. Skills that will be extremely useful as you move on to graduation and then out to college or careers. You are champions, and we are so proud of you. Best wishes for the remainder of the school year, and we are so happy that you have been selected as the winner from your school for the 99% awards. Congratulations.
Our district is comprised of 6 geographical districts and an at-large district, which draws students from across the city. Under normal circumstances, Superintendent Thompson and our Board of Education members would personally congratulate each of the students who attend schools within their boundaries. Our Board of Education members remain extremely proud of the schools and students within their districts, so today we will continue the tradition of introducing our students by board district. Students, we are proud of you. Never doubt that you can dream, believe, and achieve your goals. We want to acknowledge the important role that your families play in your education and development. We value their partnership in this incredible journey. I also want to thank the principals, teachers, and counselors who so thoughtfully selected the students who will be honored. These school representatives will now introduce our fall semester 99% award honorees.
Hello, my name is Bailey Wisely. I'm an 8th grade English teacher at Brooks Middle School, and I'm here to introduce Shaliyah Jenkins. Shaliyah Jenkins is an 8th grader at Brooks Middle School, and she is a role model for others in the transition to remote learning. She has all A's in her classes, and she has been able to help her peers understand the remote learning format. Not only has she been able to help her peers, but she's been able to help her teachers as well. Shaliyah has a positive attitude and goes above and beyond in everything, but especially her writing. Shaliyah's teachers and family want her to know that we are proud of her accomplishments as a young leader.
Good afternoon. I'm Tasha Ewald from Gordon Parks Academy, and our first semester 99% award goes to 8th grader Cameron Hamilton. Cameron has been working extremely hard this semester. He shows up every day to every class, ready to learn no matter the issues. His effort is through the roof. His organization and study skills have been top-notch. While typically being very social, Cameron has excelled while being remote and has kept his grades up. The entire middle school team at GPA is very proud of Cameron, and we can't wait to see what he does once he's back in school.
Good evening. I'm Claudia Cooper, Assistant Principal at East High School, and I'm here to celebrate Quaylen Kane. Quaylen was nominated by his English teacher, Mr. Pamatiski. Mr. Pamatiski notes that Quaylen has extremely good attendance, but even more so is an active participant in class. First of all, it's hard enough for these young people in doing remote, but to participate like Quaylen does is spectacular. He always has a positive attitude and puts forth solid effort into his work. Overall, he is a pleasure to have in class and a great influence on his peers.
I am Alexis Eastwood, and I am from CMA. I'm here to present the award to Christina Nguyen. Christina is a fine example of the USD 259 student that has accepted the challenge of remote learning. She makes a genuine effort each and every day to participate and give it her best. Her work is excellent, and she meets the demands of her assignments and her core as well as her Block 2 classes. Christina almost always has her video on. She is willing to unmute and volunteer answers. She has also gone above and beyond to send emails and ask questions even on the weekends in her free time. Christina is a prime example of what a remote learning student should be. Christina has many more wonderful character traits, like being prepared for class, a hard worker, being attentive, asking questions to extend her learning, a positive attitude, the ability to laugh, even at her teacher's jokes, a respectful attitude, honesty, ability to lead, compassion, musically inclined, the desire to help others, and the ability to be a team player. These traits will take her far in her career as a student and even further at being a compassionate human. We appreciate you, Christina. Keep up the hard work.
Hello, I'm Kelly Barron from Coleman Middle School, and I'm here to give out a 99% award recipient. I look forward to my second hour class every day because of this student and waiting for him to come on and say, "Hello, Miss Barron," in his excited voice. He is definitely one of my bright spots during this remote learning. This student has done all that we have asked of him during these crazy times. He is the leader in his classes. He asks about all the students to make sure everybody's doing fine every day. He is also excelling academically. He has great grades in all of his classes. He has an A in my math class and is one of the few people who has turned in all of his assignments. He likes to participate in any way he can in class, and I'm sure this is why he's doing so well. To him, sitting at his kitchen table or wherever in his house is the same as sitting at his desk in Coleman. He is there to learn and be a good representative of Coleman Middle School. He even wears his Coleman shirt every day, and when it's time for PE, he changes into his Coleman PE t-shirt. He's made so much growth and has been focusing on doing his best, which has made his talents and strengths shine bright. He is an extreme pleasure to have in class and is a model of a remote learner, and I cannot wait to meet him in person. Congratulations to Coleman's 99% award recipient, 7th grader, Justice Gordon.
Hello, my name is Katie Erickson, and I am a lucky teacher from Robinson Middle School. The teachers and staff at Robinson have unanimously selected Johanna Roundtree-Hollins to win the 99% award. Why? She's an amazing person, human, kid that exemplifies success and drive in remote and non-remote learning. I think the best way to express this is to tell you what Johanna's teachers said about her. Joanna is a student that is rigorous and ambitious in her work. She willfully tries to go above and beyond. If I set an expectation at one benchmark, she hits a new one that I never knew existed. I appreciate her participation in our class as she opens new pathways for learning, herself and others. She is truly a bright student. That's from Miss El-Shakar. She is always smiling and eager to learn, Miss Baylor. Every class, she gives 106%, even if she has technology issues. She gives us thoughtful responses and helps her peers. She is kind and uplifting. This is a hard environment to teach in, but Johanna makes it easier. That was from me, Miss Erickson. Johanna is an excellent student and strives to do well. This recognition is deserved and will be greatly appreciated by her. From Miss Nye. Johanna, we want to thank you for bringing your energy to online school. We love having you in class, and we want you to have this award, and we're so proud that you are representing Robinson. Thanks, Johanna.
Hello, I'm Tanya Nottingham, and I teach history at Southeast High School. For the 99% award, I nominated Ella Witt. Ella has gone to Southeast High School for 4 years. She has been involved in cheerleading, and she's involved with the herd. She's good at getting all students involved in school activities and being the best golden buffalo they can be. She attends her classes on a regular basis and participates well, and that's why I nominated her for this award.
Hello, my name is Jonna Lacoste from Curtis Middle School. Corbin Lee is an 8th grade student at Curtis Middle School. Corbin has done a great job adapting to our new life in school and to all that our world has thrown at us. He is participating in his online classes with enthusiasm and a positive attitude. He has embraced the online learning method and helps fellow students when needed. He has also been able to help his teachers at times when there have been technology issues. Corbin's positive mindset towards school and our new way of learning is refreshing and motivating to his peers and to his teachers. Corbin was chosen for this award by his 8th grade teachers because he represents the student who is giving his best at all times in all areas of his academics. We are all grateful to have a wonderful student like Corbin Lee at Curtis Middle School, and we look forward to meeting him in person one day soon. Congratulations and thank you, Corbin.
Hello, I'm Stephen Cummins from Jardine STEM and Career Exploration Academy. I'm here to give the award for Patrick Balirigi from our amazing 99% student. Patrick has been an awesome addition to the Jardine Jaguar family. He's an exceptionally hard worker, always comes to class with a big smile that's hard to hide from. Patrick is also very caring and helping towards other students. He's willing to help in the classroom as well as lend a hand to help them up after he's juked them out on the soccer field or the basketball court. Overall, we're very excited that Patrick has joined us. He's an amazing student.
Good afternoon. My name is Kate Hammond, and I'm an 8th grade language arts teacher at Meade Middle School. Today, I would like to talk about Sean Granato. Sean Granato is new to Meade Middle School. He's in 8th grade. And he has just absolutely jumped into this virtual learning role and has been absolutely just one of the brightest stars we have. He's helpful, encouraging, he's a team player, and we are absolutely blessed to have him at Meade Middle School. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Carrie Davis from Allison Traditional Middle Magnet School. For the last 2 years, I've had the privilege to be one of James's teachers. It has been a wonderful experience watching his growth. I was honored to recommend him as a 99% award candidate for our building. James is always on time for class and logged in, ready to learn. He stays on task, enjoys interacting in the online chat, and is always willing to participate when is called upon. When another student or teacher needs his help, he is the first one to volunteer with a big smile on his face. One of my favorite qualities about James this year is his strive to problem solve before asking for help. I love seeing the pride he takes in completing his work and the good grades that he is earning. I have been impressed with the amount of growth he has shown in his academics and in his maturity.
Hi, I'm Michelle Smith, Hamilton Middle School, and I'm here to talk about DeMarcus Edwards. I rarely see DeMarcus without a smile on his face. His outgoing personality brings joy to all around him. He is respectful to adults and shows great love and care for his peers. DeMarcus took the transition to middle school head on and has strived for progress and success since. He is definitely deserving of this award and is a positive role model for those around him.
Hi, my name is Nathan Moore, and I am from Truesdell Middle School, and I am introducing Giovanni Rios as our 99% award winner. As the 2021 school year started, many students and staff members approached the new learning model with much apprehension. With the removal of student peer engagement, reluctances to employ new technology, and uncertainty about what each day will bring for all of us, it would seem justifiable to be unsuccessful. As the days and weeks progressed, though, many students and staff members seem to have triumphed and prospered in what have become small victories that prior to the start of the school year seemed unsurmountable. Much of the success we have seen is a result of hard work, devotion, and dauntless determination of our students to assist educators and other learners in making this school year a rewarding school year for themselves and their peers. There are many characteristics a person reveals that shows their true attributes throughout the year, and few students showcase as many as Giovanni Rios has already displayed. Giovanni is a natural leader who is passionate about his learning and strives to ensure that he and his classmates are put in the best possible position to be successful. Not only does he take responsibility to complete his assigned tasks, his performance is superior. Giovanni is also quick to share his expertise with his educators and his schoolmates to help ensure that each member of the Truesdell family has an extraordinary year. And Giovanni is our choice for the 99% award winner.
Hello, my name is Cody Dickman. I'm counselor at Wichita South High School. I'd like to take this time to honor student at Wichita South by the name of Michaela McClellan. Michaela is a senior at Wichita South High School. She's had to overcome significant challenges to get to the point where she is right now, which is right on the cusp of graduation. Michaela is a teenage mother who knows all too well the triumphs and the tragedies of being a mom. When as a young person, you're forced to shift your focus to see the world through the eyes of a child, where you are now having to deny yourself, can cause significant hardships that only a parent can truly understand. Michaela had to grow up fast. From learning new ways of time management centered around raising a child to maintaining your grades and attendance at school, worrying about graduation and making post-secondary plans, and then to throw COVID into the situation, it's clear that there is a lot on her plate. In spite of these challenges, she is a good mom and loves her child and is working diligently towards completing her graduation requirements in May. And I give her the highest recommendation that I possibly can and want to congratulate her for the 99% award.
Hi, my name is Miss Ross, and I'm a counselor from West High School. It is my great pleasure to award Genesis Rojas Galan with the 99% award. Genesis is a determined and driven 11th grade Fine Arts and Communications Academy student who has a passion for journalism. She has worked extremely hard to become an early graduate, and at the end of the school year, Genesis will receive her high school diploma. When I asked teachers about Genesis, here is what they had to say. This student demonstrates the quality of character of honesty. Her honesty and leadership skills for communicating well with others often led her to peer tutor classmates. She is respectful, polite, and determined. Genesis is a student who is quietly confident and productive. She has a great attitude and is never afraid to take on a new challenge or try new things on the yearbook staff. Genesis is thoughtful, kind, and eager to help others. West High is lucky to have her. Congratulations, Genesis, on your accomplishments.
Good evening. I'm Mr. Stubbs, the principal at Hadley Middle School. I have the distinct honor of presenting to you the Hadley 99% award winner, 8th grader, Tilly Slay. Tilly is a quiet leader at Hadley. She leads by example with her hard work, self-discipline, and a competitive drive. She wants to be the best, so she always does her best. Teachers say she is absolutely a joy to have in class and is ready, willing, and able to help her classmates or her teacher when asked. Tilly consistently puts meaningful thought and care into any of her answers or work. She is a model student, both in the classroom and on the volleyball court. We would love to have a school filled with Tillys. Tilly exemplifies the best of what Hadley is. Congratulations to Tilly Slay, Hadley's Fall 2020 99% award recipient, an absolutely well-deserved recognition. Outstanding job, Tilly.
Hello, I am Desney Souza Trevino, Assistant Principal at Mayberry Middle School, and our nomination was submitted for our 99% award by Mrs. Baird, the art teacher at Mayberry. Mrs. Baird states, Macy Morgan is overall a strong and excellent example of a student who always works to better herself. She comes to school every day with a smile on her face and wishes me a good morning no matter how she is feeling. Her kind and caring heart guides her in her ability to put others before herself. She is always respectful to teachers and has built multiple positive student-mentor relationships with teachers. Macy puts all of her effort into the things she loves and cares for. Every assignment given to her, Macy does her best and always looks for ways to improve. She is able to recognize when she is struggling and knows how to advocate for herself in a respectful manner. Not only active in her studies, she stays active in her personal life with school and community sports. Macy is a perfect example of a student who is positive, optimistic, caring, loving, and supportive to everyone around her. Mayberry is very lucky to have her. Congratulations, Macy.
Good evening. I am Erica Carrillo, counselor from Wilbur Middle School, and this year for the 99% award, we have nominated Allie Mendez. Allie, this is what your teachers had to say about you. Congratulations, Allie. You are 110% deserving of the 99% award for this quarter. This has been a very challenging year for all of us, and we can't possibly imagine how difficult learning can be for our students. But you have shown us that it can be done. Not only are you participating in class discussions, but you've mastered the class notebook and have turned in all of your assignments on time. You chat, raise your hand, and you volunteer to read out loud. What's even better is that you've got your camera on. We get to see your smile and positive energy shine through the camera. We appreciate everything you do to learn under these stressful times. We are so proud of you and can't wait to teach you in person. Congratulations, Allie.
Hello, my name is Paul Kitchen, and I teach social studies at Northwest High School. It is my distinct honor to introduce Northwest's 99% award winner, Amy Nunez. Amy is a student in my remote first hour U.S. History 2 class. Amy always greets me at the beginning of class and wishes me a good day at the end of class. She is an inquisitive student who seeks to gain an in-depth knowledge, who wants to understand how new knowledge connects with her previous knowledge. And she is respectful of people who have different perspectives. Although it can be difficult in a remote setting, Amy participates in class and group discussions and always does her best on assignments. Amy is a model student who has a cheerful attitude and a growth mindset. Everyone, Northwest 99% Award winner, Amy Nunez.
Good evening. I'm Vanessa Martinez, principal at Horace Mann Dual Language Magnet, and I have the honor of presenting our 99% award winner, Andres Tamayo. Andres is very dependable and a great leader. He leads by example in class and practice by doing the activities the way they were demonstrated. He always gives maximum effort and is positive with classmates and teammates. He is mentally and physically tough on and off the court. He is not afraid of hard work if it will help him improve and is enjoyable to communicate with. During conversations with Andres, he is always respectful and positive. Congratulations, Andres.
Hi, my name's Brooke Dickey, and I teach 8th grade language arts at Marshall Middle School. Dorian Sanders was an obvious choice for Marshall's 99% award because he has been an absolute standout student this year. We have been so lucky to have him as a 6th and 7th grader at Marshall, but in particular, 8th grade is great because we're witnessing all the growth he has made. I am so proud to present him with this award. Despite the challenges that 2020 has brought Dorian, every day he's made choices to be a good student and a good person. He's supportive of his classmates during live Microsoft Teams meetings, and he helps them out when they need it. He also makes his teachers feel really good because he participates, he's active in his learning, and he asks for help when he needs it. We love having Dorian as our student, and I'm so proud to present him with this award.
I am Stacy Ogborn-Turner from Pleasant Valley Middle School, and I am here today to honor Oscar Gonzalez-Rodriguez, an 8th grader from Pleasant Valley. Oscar demonstrates our core traits of determination, grit, and perseverance with our remote learning. He has had regular internet connectivity issues from the first day of remote school, but he has sought assistance from teachers and advocated for himself to get back online. He often restarts his computer and clears his cache memory several times a day just so he can rejoin Teams. And he has done it all with a cheerful attitude and a smile. This student clearly understands the importance of his education, even in a remote setting, and he regularly communicates with his teachers to ask for clarification and help. He has turned in all work ahead of deadlines. He is a model student who is deserving of this award.
Hi, I'm Belinda Tummins, counselor at Stuckey Middle School. Our nominee tonight was nominated by the 8th grade team. Outgoing, vibrant, respectful, persistent, considerate, enthusiastic. These are just some of the adjectives used to describe 8th grader Prashanti Moore, Stuckey Middle School's 99% award winner. Prashanti is so energetic. She demonstrates leadership and ambassadorship as a student at Stuckey Middle School. She has been an office proctor for 2 years, where she became a proud, smiling face of the Stuckey storm. Prashanti eagerly and willingly helped any new students find their way around the building and figure out their locker combinations. Additionally, she helped teachers whenever and wherever possible, and she successfully balanced healthy relationships at school. As an 8th grader, Prashanti is a contributing member of the Stuckey Middle School volleyball team this year. She also plans to try out for the basketball team. Prashanti has a strong work ethic in the classroom and on the court, and is always willing to give above average effort. She would prefer in-person learning to remote learning because she loves being with her classmates and teachers. According to her career interest inventories, Prashanti has expressed interest in being a nanny, a baker, and a family physician. She is a people person and will be successful in whichever career she chooses. All of her teachers at Stuckey Middle School encourage her to dream, believe, and achieve. Stuckey's 99% award recipient is Prashanti Moore. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Allison Kluser from Heights High School. Eric Hansen and I wanted to nominate Danny because he is a great kid who strives to be involved as much as he can with the school, whether that be with sports, making sure his peers have someone to talk to, and always bringing a smile wherever he goes. He always tries to build connections with his teachers and classmates every time he sees them. He puts the most effort into anything academically, but beyond that, he loves being involved in sports. He has been the baseball manager for 3 years now and with cross country. Beyond school, Danny works hard at his part-time job where I have personally witnessed his customer service interactions and responsibilities. He never lets his disability diminish him. He overcomes it every day with his passion to do well. Danny works hard at being successful and responsible young adult. He is dedicated to Heights High School and as well, and we are very lucky to have him.
Hello, my name is Chris Sinclair from North High School, and I am introducing Camry Upkeo. Over the last year, Camry has really stepped up to the plate in journalism. Starting off as a quiet student in class, she has quickly become a go-to peer when students have questions about photos or events to cover in the yearbook. Last year, Camry placed third at regionals in 6A sports photography, and then sixth place at state in the same category, which is a huge honor. She is always a student that I know will put in extra work if asked to make sure a deadline is completed. Even during the pandemic last spring, Camry worked hard on the yearbook to help complete the book remotely. This year, she is an advertising manager for the yearbook, and she's done phenomenally so far with organizing and creating advertisements to sell in our book. Congratulations, Camry.
Hi, my name is Troy Chris. I'm the Science Department Chair at Northeast Magnet High School, and it is my pleasure to recognize our 99% award winner, Kayla Lee. Kayla is an inspirational student. She excels with every challenge she is faced with. Her intuition and ability to persevere in the face of uncertainty has driven and will continue to drive her towards success in whatever she chooses to pursue in her life. Kayla's motivation to succeed stems from an inner desire to understand the world and how it works. When faced with a challenge, her goal is not to get the right answer, but to understand the principle behind the answer. This helps her not only solve future problems, but interrelate complex ideas to find innovative and meaningful solutions. Her interpersonal skills allow Kayla to connect with a range of ideas, cultures, and people. Her empathy for others and her understanding of outside viewpoints has given Kayla the unique ability to connect with other students, not merely for her benefit, but for those around her. Kayla often seeks out challenging social and academic situations in an effort to stretch her abilities and broaden her knowledge. Among her accomplishments include French Club Treasurer, Student Ambassador, Junior Class Vice President and Treasurer, and National Honor Society Representative. Kayla also put in over 115 hours of community service by assisting with children's outreach programs at the public library. Academically, Kayla continues to challenge herself, preferring AP and honor classes over a normal workload, including AP Language, AP U.S. History, AP Computer Science, and AP Calculus. This year, Kayla has also chosen to take AP Chemistry as an independent study. These classes have pushed Kayla's abilities and tested her resolve. The curriculum covered in these challenges many college students and pushing them to the limits of their understanding. Kayla has confronted this undertaking each day with renewed determination and fortitude. Kayla has completed these courses alongside a magnet program that ranks in the top 10 in the state while maintaining a perfect GPA 4.0. In my career, I have seen many students with Kayla's ability shut down when confronted with adversity. Kayla makes a conscious decision to move forward. How Kayla handles herself says much more than I can say about her character. Thank you.
Isaiah Jimenez is Education Imagine Academy's Middle School 99% award winner. He was selected by his teachers, Mrs. Lakeisha Brooks and Miss Monica Talbot. My name is Brianna Rennick. I'm EIA's counselor, and I have the honor of presenting him as our award winner today. Isaiah has taken the helm of our 8th grade teams meetings and has shown himself to be a leader among his peers. He's willing to step outside of his comfort zone to help his fellow classmates understand how to thrive in a virtual environment. His encouraging words to students help them as they stay on task and focused. He's no nonsense, and other students listen to him. Isaiah is a natural-born leader. When asked to assist with tasks, he accepts the challenge without hesitation. We're thankful that he's part of the EIA Charger family. Congratulations, Isaiah. We are proud of you.
Hi, I'm Jo Fluker, and I am representing Griffinstein Wells, and I am here on behalf of all of our staff for Kathy Norris, who's an 8th grader at Wells. I am her teacher, her homeroom teacher, and I also do her reading intervention and ELA core, as well as social studies. So first with Kathy, she has had stellar attendance. She's shown up virtually in the mornings and afternoons for her classes with fidelity and is open to meeting with teachers through breakout rooms and having private meetings with teachers for extra help or just to talk about anything we need to talk about. She has shown a willingness to share her home with us, her family, and her love of her pets and all of her animals, and she enjoys bringing her life to us, which also engages the classroom more. She has shown an eagerness to read and participate in comprehension questions during classroom discussion and one-on-one time, whether it be through bookwork or oral assessment. She has done all of her reading assignments, regardless if we're asking her to read out loud or silently, as well as her intervention programs. She has had 0 incident referrals and has shown a maturity in chat rooms as well as classroom communication in discussions. She has also completed all of her assignments and all the required beginning of the year testing. And she did not complain. She actively enjoyed doing them. She has had a great attitude and smiles a lot while participating virtually, and we appreciate that in this virtual world. She's shown a wonderful attitude during social and academic times. She enjoys virtual learning, has no problem sharing her screen with teachers in order for us to help her academically but also socially. She's able to follow directions and actively participates with her classmates in a positive way, showing her understanding of CHAMPS and virtual classroom expectations. And lastly, she has shown patience with technology and the challenges of technology. If something cuts out, if there's some internet lossage, she is willing to meet in another room or come back at another time. And she also has participated in technology check-ins and has helped us have a better classroom environment at Wells and as a teacher. Thank you.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John Pinka, and I'm the principal at Chisholm Life Skills. I'd like to introduce to you our 99% award winner, Miss Kylie Apple. During the 2019-20 school year, a new student walked through our doors. She was shy and incredibly quiet. Unassuming as she was, she quickly became a student that staff considered hardworking, kind, and dedicated. As this new school year took shape, Kylie Apple took her perseverance and began to apply it to My School Remote Experience. She was nominated for this award by many teachers within our school. One teacher remarked that Kylie had 100% participation in her class and that Kylie was navigating teams as if she'd been using it for years. She is attentive, focused, and driven in each of her classes each and every day. The pandemic has not stopped Kylie from being one of the best students we have had at Chisholm. Kylie shines in class, and this year she has truly found her voice. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you Miss Kylie Apple.
Hello, I'm Laura Kilgore, mathematics teacher at Education Imagine Academy. I am pleased to introduce our 99% award recipient, Madison Forrest. Madison started attending Wichita Virtual School, now EI Academy, 3 years ago as a sophomore. On our first meeting, she made me aware that she was not a fan of mathematics, saw no value in learning math, and wasn't going to be putting any effort into doing so. She stood firm to her convictions that year, even though Madison is clearly a bright and creative student. All of our staff, including myself, have enjoyed engaging in conversation with her, as she's very interesting and knowledgeable in many areas. Nonetheless, math was a struggle. We saw some improvement her junior year. Madison was willing to try a little more and made passing marks and passed her math classes. The reason I have nominated Madison is because of the positive change and growth she has demonstrated in this last year towards learning math and having a good attitude towards doing so. I know she's not decided to become a mathematician, but she is graciously giving her best effort, taking correction and improving. Madison is currently doing well in math and will complete her math credits for graduation at the end of this semester. In addition to Madison's positive attitude and success in mathematics, she's on schedule to complete all of her graduation requirements at the end of the first semester. She's also shown similar improvements in her willingness to participate in discussions in all classes, demonstrating she is more comfortable interacting socially. We are proud of Madison's perseverance and will miss her after she graduates. Congratulations, Madison.
Hello, my name is Danae Kramer. I'm the school counselor at Chester Lewis, Wichita Alternative High School. I'm here today to present this award to Sunny Bisconner. She's a sophomore at our school. I'm presenting on behalf of Jan Mead, who is a biology teacher in our building, and she wrote this about Sunny. Sunny joined Chester Lewis in the middle of last year. That is a hard time to change schools for a student. She made friends quickly and got to work and found her pace. She did okay, but was struggling a bit to find her motivational why. This year, staff members have seen Sunny perform a magical 180-degree change. She started the year as one of the first out of the proverbial gate for teachers. She has maintained a steady and quick pace. Sunny has found her why. She wants to go to college to be a social worker, and she is determined to spend her senior year taking college classes at WSU. She is also a joy to have in class. She really does have a sunny disposition. She is destined to be a light worker and help others through her chosen career. Thank you.
Congratulations to all of our Fall 2020 99% Award honorees. Students, once again, you make us proud. And for those watching, thank you for being with us to celebrate these outstanding students who will no doubt go on to accomplish great things in the years to come. Thank you.